Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led onto the field by their 6'6" quarterback, the former Arizona Wildcat, Nick Foles.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get out. People, that allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch out.
Now Leonard Fournette. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Well, look now at our starting defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Foles. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jimenez. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Raquel Armstead. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Up, Lady! Check. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got 93, 52, 93. 4 up.
Gotta be careful here, Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Dalton. He's got Green. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but the big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Nixon with a first down carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down and 4, Dalton. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 23 carries, 99 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That's how you score.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Yeah. Money, I hope you're watching. I hope you're watching. Money right after he got beat by William for the second time.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
Dante Hightower on the stop. Throwing on second down. Foles. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Green brings it in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They toss to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Another try for Mixon. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown.
Oh, that was awesome.
His second touchdown on the season.
Boing.
And the Bengals, they widen their lead. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. This one away after the touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive.
Fuck you, Marquise Lee. You're down, bitch.
Still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Foles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Foles. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll set up to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. To the end zone. but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Fournette. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin with as good a rivalry as there's been the last decade or so. Baltimore playing host to their AFC North rivals, Pittsburgh. And it's the Steelers out in front in the second quarter. Ben Roethlisberger has thrown a couple of touchdown passes. Next, we take a trip down the coast to Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Kenyon Drake, a touchdown run. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Deshaun Hamilton, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, it's been the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, who's led the way. His guys are on the road to Blowout City. They lead it big as we send you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 30 on second down, Dalton. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. First and 10 for Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
AD to AJ. And it's been like that throughout this game. And I think it's a huge reason why they are in the lead.
I like that. AD to AJ, Andy Dalton to AJ Green. Such a tough cover, and they are proving it here in this one. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Passing, it's Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton sets up play action. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And it will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville. And down as well. Fournette, a first down carry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
What up, biatch?
What up?
Hope I don't ruin your shutout.
I hope not either.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a pass hauled in downfield.
Damn it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That shutout might be going away, but I don't care.
Obviously, they're not where they want
My goal is just to win.
Big plays like that, though, will trend them in the right direction.
But I've had 2 pick sixes in the first half.
And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was fine without the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
God
so
damn
even
it.
though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Foles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop the throw. And he will get this.
Yep, they got a touchdown.
Way to go.
Ah, that's all right.
Nope, not all right.
It was one of those deals where all of a sudden now they're completing every pass. And
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
This is taken about 7 yards
Brie
deep.
Bella.
And no run back here.
Huh?
This will be a touchback and a
Old Nikki Bella, Prego.
yeah,
the Cincinnati
I bet you old John Cena's like, man.
10 kinds of don't give a shit right there.
Time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think
That's what John Cena's like, man. I had it.
Right?
I could have got it.
Give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for
Give her a baby. Shit.
get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On second down, Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's a really good job right there.
Yeah, I think old Patrick Mahomes is going to take the rushing title this year.
Really good fundamentals right on defense.
Right?
Put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just
Both my running back and my quarterback are leading right now the NFL in rushing.
To get upfield.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that
And
means
30 to
is
3.
his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that
Yeah, 'cause like I said last night, I noticed the live stream. There was 2 different ones and 2 different scores. I was like,
And it'll be
what the hell?
Jaguars as they take over. Offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get a...
Yeah, I was going to make a post yesterday. I downloaded a screen recorder. And I recorded a little bit of your live stream where you're like one of your interceptions.
Give them a couple on the catch at second and
And I posted to Facebook and I tagged everybody in it. And I said, oh yeah, it came out of nowhere. And this is the one where you overthrew you overthrew Green by like 10 yards. Right to the linebacker.
I think I know which one you're talking about. He goes to cut inside, and all of a sudden he does. Not only does he cut inside, but he cuts down.
And I went to fucking share it. It's like it posted and everything, but it was so pixelated. I'm like, I mean, you can tell that it was intercepted and whatnot, but you can't really see it. But the commentary was just dogging you hard.
Yeah. It was not long after that I fucking quit. I was just like, I'm done. Every single damn possession, they somehow get an interception.
Yeah, the fucking Panthers. Well, you've seen the score. I started out, it was like, I don't know if I got the 21-3. Next thing you know, the game ends as 24-17. I was like, shit. And for the first 3 quarters, they just couldn't do anything on me.
Cedeno.
Yeah, because I got 21-3. Went into the 4th. They scored 14 points. I only scored 3.
Oh, damn, they're going for it.
I had 277 rushing yards. Only 88 passing yards.
Stop them. Good deal.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they really needed points.
Hey, I have a possibility of making, let's see here, 45, so that's 100. If I win all 4 quarters in this pool, I win $500.
There you go.
So I gotta hit all 4 quarters. First quarter, you win 100. Second quarter, you win 125. Third quarter, 120. Fourth quarter, 155. I got 7 squares.
Good luck.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one that bought the most out of everybody.
We're in the middle of the 4th quarter, and so far they have shut me out the second half. They just intercepted the ball.
See something going on with WWE?
I mean,
their stock, they lost like almost $1 billion.
Yeah, because Vince McMahon fired 2 of his presidents because they didn't agree with his vision.
I was like, damn.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2.
Yeah, I was reading a financial page where they were talking about how the ratings is killing them and the unrest with the board and their uneasiness of XFL, and I was like, yeah, it's an unknown because it did so bad the first time, so you don't really know if that bad taste is going to linger, even though it's been so long. I think and you're changing. Like, I watched the video of all the rule changes, and I'm like, for a person for an average football fan, these rules are going to be a big, because they're such drastic changes to the game, and it's like, it'd be like having a tag match with, no tags.
You mean like AEW?
Well, how AEW was, they're better now. Yeah, they're allowing 2 forward passes now. There's the punt.
Is there still no fair catch like there was in the original XFL?
Well, they're how's it going? They pretty much made it to where you want to go for it instead of coming in now. Kickoff. The players, you know how like in a regular NFL, everyone's like the kickoff team is all on the same line.
Yeah.
And then the kickers be right across from each other, 3 yards.
I don't know.
Closer to the receiver, the guy who's going to catch the ball. But no one's allowed to move until the ball is caught.
That's retarded.
Yeah.
Oh no.
AJ
just went down with an injury.
There's allowed 2 forward passes, which in in NFL, well, in all football, there's only one unless it's a lateral backwards. You're allowed 2 forward passes. The scoring, like you get a touchdown, there's no field goals. You have 3 different options you can pick. You can go from the 2-yard line, like a 2-point conversion, get it, that's 1 point. Then second option, I think you go back like 5 yards, that'll be for 2 points. And then the third option, you'll go to the 10-yard line, and if you get in the end zone, that's 3 points. I'm like, that's not a horrible idea. It'll make it more, like kind of like going for 2 points, like in the NFL. Someone goes for a 3-point, gets it, and I mean that would make it a little more exciting. I was like, I think all the changes they did this year, they just need to keep it to where they're at right now. Don't overhaul too much if you're trying to pull in NFL viewers, because then it'd be just like watching arena football.
Yeah, because Jim Ross was talking about it on his podcast, and he was like, as long as they don't stray too much from conventional football, he said that they have an opportunity to be very successful. He says, but if they change too much, they're going to turn off the casual fan.
That's what killed arena football. That shit was... You're only playing on a 50-yard... Well, granted, it's in an arena. I get it. It's smaller. But you're playing on a 50-yard field. Receivers are allowed to run fucking 30 yards up to the line of scrimmage and the ball's height, so they're already at a fucking dead sprint. It's like, they just... Yeah, there's only like 3 linemen. The Arena Football League flatlined. It died, but
yeah,
that's one of the reasons why. But you can't overly dramatically change a sport that's been such a commonplace in American pop culture for fucking 70 years.
AJ Green broke his fucking ribs.
Oh, so you're running in the boat that I'm in. no star receiver.
Well, I've got Taylor Gabriel and Philip Dorsett. And I got my new rookie who's actually pretty decent. Touchdown, Taylor Gabriel. I mean, it's just going to give the... It's like John Ross. I mean, my receiving core is so stacked, he doesn't even start. He's my fucking kick returner.
Which is to never call a game over until it's over, because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit.
Booth review, motherfucker's feet was in, and he fell out of bounds.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop him on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them
for 1, 2, then fall. Yeah, he's in. Yeah, that was one play in the first half I challenged. I got over the first yard line, and then he got met by, a resistance of guys, and they fucking said it was... I didn't get the first down, and I was just like, I always thought is if you got touched and pushed back, you didn't lose yardage. That's right?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I ain't gonna lie. I was reading something. All right, now
what? So, mean your plan. Your guy catches the ball past the first yard marker, hits a wall of guys, and they push him behind the first down marker. It's still a first down, right?
It stops wherever the contact was made.
Yeah. Well, that happened at the beginning of this game, and they said I didn't get the first down, and I challenged it, and I lost. I was just like, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's like you could tackle me on the 10-yard line and drive me back -5, and then we fall down. It's at the 10-yard line no matter what. It's wherever the progress is stopped at. Unless you disengage and then re-engage me, and I'm back 5 yards, then it'll go at the 15. That's like sometimes when you go to tackle somebody, it's nice when you don't tackle them and they run backwards a little bit, and then another guy comes up and tackles them for you. Then that, yeah, as long as you if you disengage, then yeah.
He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy.
Man, I love having Ryan Chase here.
7 yards there and a first down. That one complete.
That was a nice little coup I picked up in the offseason.
Yeah.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
William thought he had him, and I was like, yeah, you don't have him either. Motherfucker.
47, 1-yard gain. To throw again on second down.
Well, they're trying to score even though they have no chance of winning.
And he is tackled inside the 40.
That's game 31-8, and I have a bye week. So I thought I was going to have to play 2 games this morning. Only got to play 1. Yeah, because I got my tax money Friday, and I went to
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points,
went to Lexington yesterday. Went to Half Price Books.
So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
I found a Steelbook Resident Evil collection on Blu-ray. Bought it for $12.
But I like where we're going with this. You say
All 6 movies.
like the best player of all of that. And I say
I bought the Omen box set of all the original Omen movies for $4.
I'm a man of the people.
What else did I get? Bought all the Indiana Jones movies.
You get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Cincinnati, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the.
Now money can't say he ain't any better than I am right now. Go ahead and stop the broadcast.